faith was the most important thing in my house while growing up. Every day on the way to school, we would pray the rosary, which is beautiful, and we'd have night prayer every night, and it was usually 30 minutes to an hour. Do an examination of conscience every so often, every few days. Went to Mass every single Sunday on every holy day of obligation. And I come from a big family, so getting all of us together in the same place, it can be a bit of a challenge, but my mom was able to do it very effectively. I always romanticized living on my own, and I don't mean that in a secluded sense, like I don't want to be near people. I mean that more so, I always romanticized the idea of getting as close to God as I could while getting in the silence of being in a place as silent as I could find. And monastic life always really intrigued me ever since I was younger in the back of my mind. I hadn't told myself or decided that that's something I wanted to do or would do, but I always liked the idea. And then when I finally did hear a concrete calling when I was about 16, I was very excited, very excited. I guess I came upon St. Joseph's by chance. I had been running from my calling for a long time, and I knew all I had to do was get in touch with the vocations director for Charlotte, which is the area I discerned where I ought to be. And Father Gober got back in touch, he met with me, and that was the most appropriate way forward, was through the St. Joseph's College Seminary. I visited St. Joseph's Seminary one time, and it was about a month and a half before I found out of my acceptance. But I came here early in the morning, 5 o'clock, and I got to go through their daily routine and see what it was like. I got to spend time here in the chapel. That was actually the first place that I met everybody at, you could say. I saw them. We went to breakfast together, and I got to go through all of their classes. All of it was philosophy, and it was amazing. To really see how much prayer was involved in every aspect of their life, in the classroom, outside of the classroom, at the dinner table. That's probably my favorite thing. My parents jumped for joy when they found that I wanted to go to seminary. They knew I'd been discerning it for a long time, or you could say running for a long time, discerning for a very short time, because once I started discerning, I already knew, and I was running towards it at that point. And they're very, very excited to see me here, and they jumped at the opportunity to drive me. We live about 2 hours away, so it's a little bit of a drive, but it was a fantastic drive. Maybe the most important thing that's happened here, and I should begin by saying back home, the man I saw myself called to be, in many ways it was hard to answer that calling because there were so many distractions, but here with the brotherhood all seeking after the same thing, and the role models are great, exceptional role models, and prayer is it surrounds the entire day. It's in it, it's through it, that becoming the person I know I'm supposed to be is something that I can now approach as a doable task. Before it was daunting, and you'd beat yourself up because you couldn't do it. But being here, everything that you need, it's presented before you. So I can finally become that rock I saw myself as being in some way. And once I get to that place, I know that I'll be solid at that point, but I don't think that I could be that way without St. Joseph's.